Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We are starting it off with our usual routine with DXY on a weekly time frame. Keep in mind, today is going to be the first day that the U.S. markets are open due to yesterday being a holiday. As you can see on DXY on weekly time frame, we still have room to the upside. Still have basically our resistance here at 103.50 that we were looking for from last week. If we can tap and close above that this week in the next 3 days, I'll be looking for continuation to continue next week. And just keep in mind that as DXY does get its upside push, you should be looking for a local top and downside continuation on Bitcoin and crypto in general. Going to the daily here on DXY, looking for today, we should be looking for continuation to the upside today. And depending on where we close today, will set the tone for the rest of the week. But I'm looking for us to tap probably into 103.50 and then see if we can close above 103.70 today. Tapping into 103.50 and getting a pushback, as long as we can close above 103 today, would still be looking good for continuation to tomorrow. And today it does look like the path to the upside is more likely. So please be aware of that moving forward. Now let's go take a look at weekly Bitcoin, knowing that this is going to the upside. Let's see if Bitcoin is going to show a clear path to the downside. And when I say downside, I mean support. We're not talking about moon and doom. So here is weekly on Bitcoin. Last week you got that harsh rejection, and DXY was positioning itself for upside continuation. This week we're seeing DXY actually starting to kick off, and we are grinding the low and under the 0.5 of last week's candle. This week, the main thing is to close above 42K on the weekly, okay? Let me go now to daily to give you what we should be looking for today. And since the daily is already under the 21 EMA yesterday, opening and closing underneath the 43.6 is signs of weakness. Today, we need to close above 43,600. Otherwise, the risk of rolling over and taking out this wick over here at 41.8 is the intention that the market maker is going. We can look for us to lose this 41.8 and then probably look for some support near 39,000. So be aware that that 39,000 is an area of interest. But since we did wick near that last drop down close to that 39,000, 39,000 might not do it, and we can probably go see 35, 36. And I know you guys don't want to hear that, but as we go sideways here, okay, as long as we don't break under 41.8 and we go sideways here, the chance of us reclaiming 43.6 and continuing higher is there. But that's the thing. The first sign of upside to come will be with a 4 hour open and close above 43.8. And a first sign of downside will come with a 4 hour open and close underneath 41.8. Now let's go take a quick look at the 4 hour time frame to see if we can have any clues as to what to expect in the candle before the New York opens. And you can see the 4 hour rejected underneath the 21 EMA. Death cross of the yellow and purple EMA is here, causing basically the next impulse to the downside. This is what the warning was yesterday, is that if this crosses and open and closing of the candle occurs here, more than likely you'll sweep for the liquidity to the downside and look for the support near around 41,000, and then we can go look for those other numbers I gave you on the daily time frame. So please be aware of those levels forward. Today, the first warning will come as soon as you get an hourly underneath 42.7, and I think yesterday was 42.5. So if you get an hour open and close underneath 42.5, then you can be more confident of the downside path to come, and you can see an hourly the selling is starting to kick off. So that rejection was a hard rejection, is the point I'm trying to make. And yeah, until you get open and close above 43.2 on a 4 hour open and close, I'm not even looking for that 43.8. That is what we need for the daily to not be bearish. Right now, this head and shoulder is starting to look very, very mature. This is the left shoulder. This is the head. Here's the right Quasimodo limping shoulder, showing you that much weakness in the dead cat bounce where buyers did not step up. And then this is red dashed line is basically your neckline. Once the neckline breaks, you're looking for a one-to-one extension, and that shit's going almost to 39,000. So just be aware of that moving forward. That's the downside, and possible upside will come after you break out of this 43. You can go look to retest into. If we get that open and close above 43, you can look for us to test into right over here, this 44,400. And that's the top of the neckline on the daily. The bottom of the neckline is where we're at, basically 41.7, 41.5, I would say. So that range is where Bitcoin is going up and down in. If you be patient, you could look for your shorts from 44,300. If you're patient, you could scalp your longs near as close to 39,000 as possible, I would suggest. You know, this level here just got tapped, and whatever liquidity and stop losses are here are gone. If we do flush back underneath this level, I would not try to long this level again. I would be looking for a swing failure pattern, maybe of 40,200, or just waiting for 40K to break and trying to start DCing under 40K to 39. So yeah, that's how I would go about this moving forward. Going to the weekly now on Ethereum. Let's copy all this shit mode. All right. Here it's Ethereum on the weekly. The strongest asset of all of them. Still looking to continue up above the 0.5 on the last week's candle. I'm looking for where this weekly closes. If the weekly cannot close above the high of the wick of 27, I will be assuming that this 26 will be the local area for the reversal to test for support, probably near 2300. Worst case scenario on a weekly time frame. Going to the daily time frame, you still have that support right over here. I already moved it, so you still have this little inkling of support near 2450. So as long as you're above 2450, I wouldn't be very concerned for downside. Even if you get a move all the way down to this alert that I have set, hint, alert that I have set over here at 2400, it's still a buying opportunity on a daily time frame as a scalp long. Okay. Um, I would not attempt the long scalp if Bitcoin decides to break support, because I see that Bitcoin is being sold off and ETH is being accumulated, like the market rotating into ETH from Bitcoin. But eventually, that's kind of like what happens with alts. Alts get that love last, and then you see a major sell off. So I am not gonna try to jump into ETH if Bitcoin starts selling off, because as you see this bull flag building, you want to see the reason why I'm sus about it. Your volume is showing you bearish volume divergence, meaning you're putting in a local high. Maybe you have one more wick of a grab of this liquidity, and then more than likely a big sell candle will come to basically flush it down. So I would be very cautious that this is a local top already starting to form, and you should be waiting for a test of the 21 EMA to confirm, hey, uptrend is intact with the open and close above it, and then you can look for continuation. If the 21 EMA gets rated and you get the open and close underneath it, this will be successful bull trap for all the people trying to long and look for higher. It'll be the fuel for the not capitulation, but for the test of support lower. All right, until 24 is lost on a 4-hour open and close, I'm not looking for continuation to the downside. I'll be looking at this as the first tap long scalp opportunity to retake the highs. It's when the dead cat bounce happens, when you take this long here at 24 and you can't get above 20, 5, that's when the rollover will occur. So if I'm scalping this 24 long, I'm definitely going to take my TP at 25, put my stop loss at 24 at break even, and then see if we get that continuation. But if it comes to tap the 21 again after I take that long scalp, I will get out and I'll wait for the flush to occur and then wait for some kind of divergence near the lows of support to scalp the next long. Okay, near 2000 would be ideal, but 2200 and 2400 are areas of interest to move forward on. Now let me go to the 4-hour time frame to give you guys what we look looking for today. And yeah, as you can see on the 4-hour time frame, you are making lower highs. Here's one level, leg down. Here's second level, leg down. Here's the third level. If this third level can't retake 2600, you're gonna obviously then go take out the wick on the bottom near 2450 and probably go test into that 2400 long scalp area that I'm looking for. And between 24 and 23 is an area that I would like to scalp along on a 4-hour time frame, because on those higher time frames, all the levels I'm giving you are basically due to lagging indicators. Every 4-hour candle that closes, every daily candle that closes, it's going to shift these lines as according to the price action it's going to be getting the data from at the daily close or the candle close, and then they move accordingly. These are lagging indicators. Our fibs are a little bit leading because we're looking for price action to come into here. I have that hidden. Okay. Maybe there were some doodles. I mean, I can doodle on here. Say you're scalping today on a 4-hour time frame of ETH. Here's your bull flag. Uh, here is your bull flag right here. The long scalp I'm trying to scalp is right here off of this 200 EMA and the bottom of this order block. If this thing dumps down here, I will try to scalp the inverse head and shoulder accumulation pattern before it takes out the high, the midpoint, and then the high all the way over here. So these are my 3 TPs if I'm going to take this long. And 2400 is going to be an area that I have to decide. Like if I take the long at 2400, obviously you're not going to take profit right on it. But I like my 200 EMA entry, so I can take some profit on the 200 on the 100. If we consolidate on the 200 again, I can re-add in if it goes under, knowing that I already took some profit, and being read a little bit deeper is fine because I have the plan set up. And then if I do accumulate underneath the 2400, like at 22, I can take 2400 as my first TP, and then if we get the love to 25, I'll TP, and at 27, I'll TP, leaving maybe 25% of my original position running for continuation into that $2,900, $3,000 mark that we are actually waiting for the 1-to-1 extension on a weekly. If you understand what I'm talking about, go back 2-3 videos of the Bitcoin and ETH videos, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. That's all basically I have for Bitcoin and ETH today, guys. If you have any questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section below. If you're interested in trading with me live, feel free to join me in the Discord server. The link to the server is in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend that helps this channel grow. So thank you so much for your time and help. Aside from that, guys, yeah, just leave me a comment, press the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment and tell me if there's another altcoin you'd want to go over, because I will be going over an altcoin in the video later today. I want to keep my altcoin videos and Bitcoin and ETH videos separate, so that way you guys can have ease of accessing them. And yeah, that's basically all I have for today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day and talk to you soon. Adios.